One Piece theories that turned out to be true. How many of y'all actually have good theories? Not many. It is rare. But thanks to the internet's invention, we can all come together at the town square and reminisce on theories that actually turned out to be true. I'm gonna see if I guessed any of them. Let's see.
Welcome back to One Piece theories that turned out.
Can we glaze hay? I'll allow it.
Hyping up a devil fruit that was given a fake name and whose awakening was nothing more than a legend. The theory started flooding in on what exactly.
Dude, I can't imagine being a manga reader back then.
The biggest wheel claimed that Luffy's fruit was in fact not the Paramecia Gumu Gumu no Mi.
Damn, they did guess it.
Zone fruit that was once awakened by the sun god Nika.
Really?
The theory claimed that since
they really guessed
Luffy's
it.
fruit from a world government ship that was guarded by CP9 agents, that the fruit had to have been more important than a simple Paramecia. The user also noted how Gear 4th acted very similar to other Zone Devil fruits, since it had 3 different forms, very similar to Chopper's point system.
What? How does 3 Gear 4th forms mean he's a Zoan? Because you got Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd. Gear 4th having different forms. Because I know Zoans have 3 forms, right? But Luffy's form, his Zoan form, isn't 4th gear. His Zoan form is 5th gear. It's the fact that he had forms at all. No, it's that they said 4th gear has 3 forms. Bound Man, Snake Man, and Tank Man.
Very similar to Chopper's point system. On top of this, the user also claimed that Oda used a ton of imagery to parallel Luffy with the sun god Nika. Even though this dude's theory had a ton of people hating on him.
Maybe you're the one that ate the Gumu Gumu no Mi, because this is one hell of a stretch. Hey, how is El Charman holding up now?
Lo and behold.
Where he at now? Where you at, Charman? This guy's channel's goated. If you guys have not followed him, please follow him. The One Piece Archive. This channel's sick.
World government that Mr. 3 read in complete
Hold on. What?
Welcome back to One Piece theories that turned out to be true. After Buggy returned from Marineford, he received a letter from the world government that Mr. 3 read in complete shock. One Piece fans wasted no time and theories started flooding in on what exactly was in that letter. Some fans thought the letter was a warning from the world government due to his affiliation with Roger, since he announced for everybody watching on live TV that he was part of Roger's crew.
I love he live streamed it.
Increase and nothing worth speculating.
Buggy really is like the OG streamer.
Since Buggy was just way too weak. While some of the more diehard Buggy fans claimed that Buggy would succeed by
they knew he was a Yonko. Nah, I never would have thought he would have been a Yonko, literally ever.
Because on paper, Buggy's feats were actually godlike, so he could be perceived as Yonko.
On paper,
include being friends with Shanks,
okay. I mean,
and being a member of Roger's crew.
I mean, that's enough, brother.
Unfortunately, though, these guys were looking a little too far into the future. But the leading theory was that this letter was an invitation to become a warlord.
Oh,
Fans
it was a
warlord
invitation.
Simply didn't appoint Yonkos, but rather they were decided by the pirates' control and power in the New World.
Oh.
But on the other hand, the best way of keeping the now world-renowned member of Roger's crew in check was by making him a warlord. Finally, in chapter 700, this theory was confirmed.
So that wasn't when he was a Yonko. Okay. True, if you read about Buggy in the news, you would think he's strong as fuck.
To be true.
Dude, on paper, him having like amazing feats is funny as fuck. Because on paper, but anybody who actually knows him, like, he's a fraud. I mean, he's the GOAT.
Spent an entire arc trying to save his other brother, Ace. So the theory that Sabo was alive was running rampant in the community.
Oh,
the biggest piece of evidence for this theory is when we saw Dragon return to his ship with an unknown injured person on the day of Sabo's death. While some fans
was that in the anime?
The person was Blue Jam. The overwhelming majority of One Piece fans claimed that it had to have been Sabo since the timelines matched so perfectly. One fan even went so far to claim that Sabo got amnesia from the day of the incident, which would explain why he hadn't reached out to Luffy or Ace.
Damn.
One Piece fans caught a huge dub because in chapter 731, this theory was confirmed.
That's actually huge. You know, this is kind of making me realize, chat. You know how I'm not reading the manga until I catch up to the One Piece on my YouTube. What if I read the manga and catch up on theories, and then the theories spoil us? What if the theories are so good they're right? I guess that's the point, is you don't know. But like, that's the main reason I'm reading One Piece, is because when the finale, when the One Piece, when the treasure One Piece, when the reveal comes out, it's gonna get spoiled. It will get spoiled, and I don't want to get spoiled. I'm gonna be there spoiling other people. So.
To be true. A big point of discussion in the community.
I'm kidding. I hate spoilers. I don't spoil anyone else.
One Piece theories that turned out to be true. A big point of discussion in the community used to revolve around Bonnie's relationship to Kuma. This is because back in the Reverie arc, Bonnie's reaction.
This is current. Bonnie and Kuma are egghead stuff.
Kuma as a slave.
So I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one. Manga better. You miss a lot of color spreads being in. What is the color spread?
One theory claimed that Green Bull had a zone time devil fruit. Since Kizaru has a light load, Fujitora has a gravity paramecia.
True.
So it makes sense for the Admiral Trio to have all three types of devil fruits, each representing the fundamental forces of time, gravity, and light. And since green can be associated with faith, Green Bull was just fasting for religious reasons. But by far the leading theory claimed that Green Bull had a plant-based devil fruit. Besides the fact that his name is literally Green Bull, the most simple way to explain how Green Bull hadn't eaten in 3 years is if he had a plant-based devil fruit that allowed him to sustain himself without eating.
Did I say something like that?
1054.
I don't know if I said something like that. I like to claim I did, so it seems I'm smarter in hindsight when I really wasn't. But the reactions are there, so I can't really do that.
Island arc, when a celestial dragon was about to kill Shirahoshi's mother, Shirahoshi was somehow able to summon Sea Kings to save her. From this, a One Piece fan by the name of Kanmati claimed that Shirahoshi was actually the ancient
back in May 25th, 2011, he guessed it.
Actually, the ancient weapon Poseidon.
Wow.
Kanmati even opened a poll to see what others thought, and was completely shut down, with almost 95% of votes saying that they were wrong.
Hey, he got one vote for him, though.
The reasons why other fans opposed this theory was because they assumed that the ancient weapons had to be actual physical weapons. Since back in Ennie's lobby, we saw Frankie burn the blueprints.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Pluton, while other responses to this theory just straight up mocked the guy.
Damn.
However, the only other
what'd he say? Let me see what he said.
The only other fan weapon Pluton. While other responses to this,
I think with all the discussion, it's pretty evident that the topic of the thread should be changed to how important Princess Power is, or something in that line. She is not an ancient weapon for sure. What is this form? What old forms did people used to talk about One Piece on?
This theory claimed that the military application of controlling sea.
Her being born that way is exactly the problem here. Her power has nothing to do with military. Who or what? I read all that.
By far the greatest power revealed thus far, so it could have been referred to as a weapon in ancient cultures. I know Kanmati fell on top of the world because in chapter 649 this theory was confirmed.
That's crazy. Color spreads are like color artwork. Oh, I was 5. I was 10. My ass was not on any forums either.
A big point of discussion in the community used to revolve around the identity of Odin's scabbard, Denjiro. This is because while the rest of the scabbards either got transported through time or captured, Denjiro's whereabouts were a complete mystery. Some One Piece fans claim that Denjiro was actually Fujitora. Since Fujitora's age and samurai look could have matched up with Denjiro's timeline, but the leading theory was that Denjiro was actually Kyoshiro. The idea behind this theory was that
hold on. Ushimitsu Kozo, Witching Hour Boy.
Denjiro was actually Kyoshiro. The idea behind this theory was that someone had to have organized the 1,000+ samurais with the reverse crescent tattoo. And since Kyoshiro's recollection
they guessed it from that?
Almost as if he was there, it made sense that he could have been Denjiro. On top of this,
what?
Komurasaki was Hiyori. Denjiro somehow changing his appearance and taking the identity of Kyoshiro was essentially his way of protecting her. Unlike most theories, this one actually had a ton of support.
Oh.
And lo and behold, this theory, the identity of Kyoshiro, was essentially his way of protecting her. Unlike most
him dozing all the time because he's the Witching Hour Boy.
Theories, this one actually had a ton of support.
The anime opening spoiled manga readers about Denjiro and Kyoshiro? What? How did that happen?
That turned out to be originated back in Fishman Island when Luffy notoriously took down 50,000 fishmen with his conqueror's haki. Zoro made a comment here that essentially implied that if Luffy didn't have conqueror's haki, then he couldn't be his captain. And from this comment, the Zoro having conqueror's haki,
Zoro
wasn't a captain. Or even back in Alabama,
I don't know if he had something else in the manga or something.
Join Baroque works unless they made him the leader. On top of this, Zoro's clear parallel to Rayleigh as the right-hand man of the Pirate King further supports this theory.
Exactly.
Since Rayleigh had conqueror's haki, it only made sense that Zoro had it too. Finally, the most obvious example of Zoro having the qualities of a king is the fact that his literal dream is to become the world's strongest swordsman. After a long 10-year wait, Zoro fans
confirmed. Although the Zoro kills Kaido, the ZKK cults was disappointed. ZHCH theory, Zoro has conqueror's haki theory, turned out to be true.
In chapter 1010.
Interesting. I
Theories
forgot
that-
you're for ZKK. We don't know if Kaido's still alive though, so it's possible,
Turned out to be
Soju! Kaido comes back, ZKK cult is still alive.
When Buggy first became a warlord, the meme of Buggy failing upwards was born. Out of this meme came One Piece fans that genuinely believed that Buggy would become a Yonko.
Failing
The idea
upwards.
behind this theory was that if you didn't know Buggy personally, then his feats were literally godlike. He escaped Impel Down, teamed up with Whitebeard, and escaped
Yep.
Marine Ford, knew Shanks personally, and was a member of Roger's crew. Just like every theory, this one definitely had its haters. But in chapter 1053, this theory was confirmed.
Wait, what'd they say? This person is in shambles. Deleted. They literally deleted their account. Oda isn't such a poor writer as to give the title of Yonko to Buggy. It would suddenly make the once impressive title the biggest joke in the One Piece verse. This guy is pissed. He is mad. I wonder if they ever changed their mind. I wonder if Oda convinced
This
them.
theory originated back in Zo when Momonosuke mentioned he met Roger despite only being 8 years old. This raised a ton of eyebrows since Roger died 20 years ago.
I remember being extreme. Now, this is something I remember being extremely. I didn't say they time skipped because I didn't think that would ever be a thing in the show.
Naturally, the theory started
I never would have thought he would have went for time advanced shit because time traveling is so hard to do. I never would have thought they time traveled.
flooding in. Some One Piece fans claimed there was some sort of time distortion field around Wano.
That's
while others
cool.
claimed he was either lying or just met Ace and confused him with Roger since he was so young. The craziest theory I saw claimed that Momonosuke hatched from the egg on Roger's ship. And since dragons age slower than humans, he was actually 8 years old in dragon years.
I mean, I would say, lol, that's fucking stupid, but he's literally a dragon.
But the leading theory was that Momo and the Scabbards jumped 20 years forward in time. To my knowledge, New World Archer popularized this theory, but basically, the evidence revolved around the fact that the Scabbards kept saying things that just didn't match up with Wano's timeline. Like when Nekomamushi said that only a few months had passed since Odin died. This theory was confirmed in chapter 919. Welcome back to One.
Interesting. Arthur a bitch for real? Damn. I don't know who that is.
It's never shown how he was actually able to do so. Some One Piece fans claimed he had some sort of mind-controlled devil fruit, while others claimed that he didn't have a devil fruit at all, but instead was using wires infused with some sort of conqueror's haki. My favorite theory that I saw claimed that Doflamingo had some sort of spider zone that allowed him to use webs to control others. Basically,
Hey, a
making him the
spider
One
Zoan would have been sick.
Piece version of Spider-Man. But by far the most popular theory claimed that Doflamingo was some sort of master puppeteer, where he used a string devil fruit to control others. The strongest piece of evidence for this theory was the way that Dofi placed his fingers
They really
very
guessed
similar
that.
to how a puppeteer would.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't know that's what he was doing in that pose. Wait, he only got 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. How do you?
His fingers very similar to how a
It looks like he got
puppeteer
4
would.
fingers.
Finally, in chapter 785, this theory was confirmed.
There are some big
Welcome
brainers
back
out
to
there in
One
the
Piece
community, bro.
discussion in the
Last
community
one.
used to revolve around who Lola's mom was. Way back in Thriller Bark, Lola mentioned that her mother was an extremely powerful pirate from the New World, even giving the Straw Hats her Vivre card in case they ever needed her help. This sparked a ton of discussion in the community. And the theory started
I did not
flooding
know
in.
it was Big
Some
Mom.
One Piece fans speculated that her mom was actually Miss Bakken, due to Lola's similarities between her and Weevil. The leading theory was that Lola's mother was actually Big Mom. One Piece fans pointed out that Big Mom not only met the criteria for being a strong pirate from the New World, but also that the Straw Hats were bound to meet Big Mom.
And the
making
pink
Vivre
hair.
card way more relevant. But for me, the most convincing piece of evidence is the fact that Big Mom's Jolly Roger has the same lips and hair color as Lola. Finally, in chapter 835, it was confirmed that Lola's mom was actually Big Mom.
Damn. I'm impressed with y'all One Piece fans,
Welcome
bro.
back to One
Especially y'all passionate One Piece fans who read the manga and are in the theories. Like there's so many theories. You want to be the guy who believes the right theory. That's just the guy you want to be. You want to be that guy, because in hindsight you can be like, yeah, I already guessed that. I'm pretty much the GOAT. I mean, that's what I want to do anyway. I don't know if I'm alone in that. But that is why I'm a believer in ZKK, because I know it's gonna come true.